So I needed a quick video for this week since motivation's been low and some issues came up with the video I was working on for last week, which was the Running Nose, Running Wind, and Barley speed paint. I'll get it done, I swear, I just need more time to work on it. Either way, I had already done this art separately, but I thought since I needed a video for this week, I might as well use the speed paint footage. So this is a redo of the reference sheet for my OC Sunny, who is the main protagonist in my Warriors fanfiction I'm developing right now, The Burning Light. I did the original reference sheet for her about 2 years ago, which wasn't bad. The art was still fine, even though it was horribly outdated, but I could have still used it. If not for the fact that Sunny's design has been minorly edited over the past 2 years, most of the changes were just to make her easier to draw. So I removed 2 of the little arrow markings that she had on her back leg. I changed up the face markings a few times, but I did end up settling on what was essentially the same exact design in the end. But I did remove all the scars she had. Initially, the idea was that I wanted her to be all battle-scarred, since she grew up in BloodClan and isn't afraid at all to enter a fight. Like, her skill in fighting and her urge to be a protector and defender of those she loves is one of her main traits that shows up throughout the story, and it made sense. But I also realized that the whole point of her growing up in BloodClan was that she was supposed to be laying low. Like, she, her adoptive mother Ahi, and her friend/companion/not-yet-realized love interest Blossom were trying to avoid being caught by BloodClan. And getting into fights with other cats all the time isn't going to help their goal. Also, I think her not having visible scarring helps her character more. At the start of the story, she's only 11 months old, and she left BloodClan when she was 8 months old. I don't think she'd have that many scars at that age. I do like the idea of them though. Just expect them to show up on her later on. I also put in the effort to make her look more how I envisioned her. I definitely made her too tall and skinny in the original design. Or maybe I've just unconsciously in my head made her shorter and chubbier as time has passed. I have no idea, but this new reference sheet works a lot better than the original one did. Either way, let's talk about where I'm at with working on The Burning Light. Right now, I'm still plotting out the chapters and I've successfully made it to Act 3, which means I'm a little over halfway through. Like I've said in the past, the story is planned out. Like, I know how it's gonna end, and I know what the characters have to do and where they need to go to get there, but I'm just fleshing things out more and making sure that everything is exactly where it needs to be. In the planning I've done, I've actually found a bunch of issues with the story that if not for me doing the extra step to fully plan out every little thing that happens, I never would have found. As for other things I'm planning, I plan to make a full introductory video for The Burning Light, but that'll probably come right before I actually start posting the chapters. My goal currently is to, at the very least, start posting chapters this year. I won't make myself write the full book just yet, that would be ridiculous, this thing is like 50 chapters long, but I want to, at the very least, start it. This story and these characters have been brewing in my brain for the past 10 years. It's about time they were unleashed into the world. Aside from that, let's talk about some other stuff I'm working on. SplashClan is, of course, still happening. I'm writing the script for part 2 of years 9 through 10 right now, and it's close to being done. I've also begun putting in the work to make full character pages for all the SplashClan cats, which I know I've mentioned before, but I'm still working on that too. It's still a work in progress, but a decent chunk of the SplashClan cats have been posted. My goal currently is to try and get done with the current video and start working on the next one, years 11 through 12, since that's the last one I need to do in order to be fully caught up with where the actual SplashClan game file is. I initially played ahead a lot, which left me very behind. And once I get through the next video, I think I plan on going back to the original 1 year per video idea. With how I'm doing SplashClan now, compared to how I was doing it before, there is just too much to do and too much lore happening all at once for there to be multiple years per video. It worked before when I was still kind of being literal with what the cats were doing, but now I'm definitely letting myself be more free with the story and allowing myself to come up with my own original ideas for what the cats are doing and interpret certain things that happen in the game in different ways. Aside from that, I'm doing Artfight this year. I don't think I've really talked about it at all on YouTube before, but this is my 4th year doing it. I have a bunch of the Burning Light characters posted, and I have a place where you can draw any of the SplashClan characters if you want to for it. Aside from that, that should be it. I will try to get the Running Nose, Running Wind, and Barley video up for next week.